Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, after a shaky start last night, things are now higher. Beans up about 8 cents, corn's up about 5 cents, and wheat's up about 4 cents. It's specific in the markets, and the beans are watching the South American weather pretty closely. It's a little bit too wet in Argentina. The southern part of Brazil is kind of dried out a little bit, so we're actually getting a bounce off the $14 level in nearby soybean futures, and your next resistance is $14.50. Nearby export demand remains strong for the beans, and we should see good weekly export inspections out of the United States. We also continue to see very good demand for U.S. soybean oil. China might be buying to add to their reserves, and we'll be watching pretty closely in December a decision by EPA on whether to keep the mandate at current levels. If they do, the cellulose portion might be replaced by soybean oil, which could increase the demand for soybean oil. In corn, we still don't have the export demand that could lift prices up, but we are seeing a good technical bounce, maybe because of the tight domestic situation and the need to buy corn domestically. Basis levels, though, have kind of backed off a little bit in corn on concern that if the Mississippi River is slowed down, that could slow the demand for corn either at the river or maybe at the ethanol plants where margins are negative. Wheat's kind of got a mixed bag right now. It's trying to bounce off some important price levels, but it's struggling. On one side, we certainly continue to have the dryness in the southern U.S. plains. On the other side, we just haven't seen the export demand for U.S. wheat that was expected as supplies in Europe and the Black Sea declines. From a weather standpoint, our weather guy is a little bit nervous about too wet in Argentina and too dry in the U.S. southern plains. He's not yet worried about the dryness kind of popped up in southern Brazil. He thinks over time that will improve, but doesn't see any relief for the southern plains or the drought that's in the western part of the U.S. Midwest. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. And have a safe and profitable trading day.
Not going